So ugly women were urged to move to an Australian outback town because local guys weren't fussy. Yes, that's true.
Yes, indeed. John Maloney, the mayor of Mount Isa in the Australian state of Northern Queensland, got into a lot of trouble last year after he appealed for beauty-disadvantaged women to move to his community. Beauty-disadvantaged women. I love him already.
Great way.
To move to his community. He argued unattractive females could be very happy there because men outnumbered women by 5 to 1, and as a result, fellas weren't very fussy. Yeah, we're into the last bit of the last right stuff of the week. Our special guest, David Harewood, the panellists are Steve First and Carol Thatcher, and we're talking about decoy dating. We're asking if you have ever pulled someone ugly so that your mate could cop off with their better-looking friend. I'm told the phones are red hot.
Told you.
I know. I'd like to... I aim high and disappoint. 0207 173 5555 is the number to dial if you have a story to tell. Why are we talking about this? Because Stephen Gerrard used to do just that. The Liverpool and England star, who married the model Alex Curran 2 years ago, admitted in this interview that he regularly used to snog ugly girls so that his teammates could pull their prettier chums. As a single lad, he would take one for the team by chatting up the least attractive among a gaggle of women. It's a practice I can't say I've tried myself. But I wonder if any of you out there have given it a go. Is it something only footballers or Aussie rugby stars do? Is it an act of charity, of desperation, delusion, or is it just a great excuse to dole out? Should you wake up the next morning to find a total minger lying next to you? I did it for the team. Really? Is it something only blokes do, or would you girls, would you girls go for someone you didn't fancy to help a mate get off with someone they did? Does it work? Maybe you got off with someone you didn't fancy to help a chum, but then find yourself falling in love with them. Indeed, a recent study found ugly men make better lovers and are more supportive partners. I use that line all the time. You're supposed to laugh at that. Show me some charity. Steve?
Have I ever snogged an ugly woman? I've moved in with them, to be honest.
To help a mate?
No, because they're the only ones who'd have me. It's an odd thing. It's a, it's a terrifying thing to say, and it's probably not just footballers that do this, but other Neanderthals as well, who have no respect for... I mean, it's a frighteningly disrespectful thing to do.
Yeah.
Just to do it and then to...
Or a very loving thing to do for your friends.
Well, then get off with your friends. You know. I mean...
No.
No. Well, no, I don't know. It probably happens the other way round as well.
Yes,
I mean, you know...
Come on, David, come on. What's the story here? Come on.
Well, no, I mean, it depends on what your definition...
It was all a long time ago.
It depends on what your definition of ugly is. I mean, truly, I mean, if somebody is a munter, a real munter, then you might have to, question what they're. But then again, sometimes it's because you do because you think, well, why not? Why not? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. He looks perfectly happy. He's saying, please, just help me out. It's a pretty simple decision.
Okay. That's okay, right, Carol, you ever done it? Take one for the team?
I think this is just a variation on, quote, courting etiquette or something. My parents met on a blind date, and they were married for more than 50 years.
On a blind date?
Their relationship predated blind date.
I'd love to have seen your mum on blind date.
I think this is just sabotage my brilliantly considered answer.
Sorry.
No, but, look, quite often you say to some of your single friends, I know someone you'll get on really well with. This is just a variation on all of that, isn't it? Oh,
is it?
That went down well.
I don't know.
Well, but often I would say as well that sometimes, physically challenged. What was the word he said?
Beauty disadvantage.
Beauty disadvantage, but can be really good fun.
Yeah.
And they actually have a really good sense of humour. Which for me
friend-
which for me tops beauty. Somebody who's full of themselves and
I agree. There's nothing worse than someone who knows they're good looking.
attractive.
It's a horrible, horrible affliction.
Why doesn't someone ring in? Then we'll get to know what the voters really think.
They have. I just want to share my friend Crispin's thought about beauty disadvantaged women, which he refers to as double baggers. One bag for their head and then another for yours in case theirs falls off. And he wonders why he hasn't had a girlfriend for 20 years. Oh, I've said it again. Let's find out what you have to say, Kirsty. Have you ever done it, Kirsty?
Do you know what? Never. I've never snugged an ugly bloke to help someone out. Maybe I'm just a really bad friend. I've sort of entertained them insofar as I've...
What does entertaining mean, Kirsty? Can you give us a definition, please?
Dancing.
We just think cool.
I stood and talked to them, you know, made small talk with them.
To lure
But
their
usually,
friends in.
I always... I mean, can I just say, and Rooney's such a looker, isn't he?
Yeah.
But, sorry, Gerard. Oh, my gosh. But, no, I think... no, I mean, I used to always take a very ugly friend around with me for a little while when I was younger.
You used to hang about with your ugly friends to make yourself look good?
Not at school, but on a night out, yeah. She was the sort of person that you'd take it.
If I was you, I'd put the caller on now.
Is it your ugly friend?
Who have we got?
We've got Leslie on line 1.
OK, boy, Leslie, or girl, Leslie?
It's a girl.
Girl, Leslie. Leslie, good morning.
Good morning, Matthew.
So, are
Lovely
you...
show, as usual. Love it.
Thank you. Are you a decoy dater?
Sorry?
Are you a decoy dater? Do you...
Well, it did happen to me many years ago, 50 years ago probably. No, not quite that long. I've been friends with my friend now for 50 years. We're still best friends. When we were about 16, we went out on the river and I got a rowboat out from a family member who had a, boat shop. And we went off on this rowboat and we were out for ages. And then this motorboat came along and there were 2 guys in it. One was absolutely tall, dark, handsome, gorgeous, who I fell in love with immediately. The other one was short and balding and not very attractive at all.
Right.
They stopped, we chatted, and the good-looking one said, well, do you want to come in, one of you come in this boat, and the other one, one of us will come in your rowing boat.
Right.
So,
Again, an unfortunate choice of grammar, but we'll go with it.
And my friend said, well, yeah, I'll come in your boat.
You're going too quickly.
She got in the motorboat, and the good-looking one got in the rowboat with me.
Yeah.
So she went off with the other one, and I went off with the rowboat one, the good-looking one, and we ended up getting married.
Oh, my word!
We
haven't got time to hear any more because Trisha's coming up, and I have to go. But I was going to say Rollocks, but I think that's entirely inappropriate. That's all we've got time for this week. A huge thank you to David. Best of luck with Robin Hood. And also, the Mountaintop. It opens at Theatre 503 in Battersea, South London on the 9th of June. Carol and Steve excel once again. Great way. Give it up for the panel! Amanda Lamb, Dominic Holland on the panel next week. Loads of special guests, and we're on Bank Holiday Monday. See you then. Bye for now.